So good afternoon, good morning. We do this again. We were saying on the daily time frame, we have been bearish. So the expectation is after this daily break of structure, you have to have this bullish price action, and maybe to so we're saying gold daily has been bearish, but you have this internal bullish pullback. The 4-hour same case, bearish swing, bullish internal pullback. So in the 15 minutes, what shall we be trading? We shall be trading the internal pullback of the 4-hour, keeping in mind it's already pulled back to the EQ and are in a daily supply. So price is likely to reverse any the reversals. We drop down to the 15 minutes. And in the 15 minutes, this is on Monday night. So definitely we took a trade on Monday around here. And the reason we took that trade is because we knew like this POI, we are in a 4-hour demand. And let's just keep in mind it is there. And in this 4-hour demand, we have a 15 minutes demand. It is nested there, and then we have the extreme demand here. So what was happening is price mitigated the demand, and we had a nice reaction from it. Price came, tapped it. There was no any, you may say like this was a strong liquidation because this low, you may delete the previous because it was ran through. Now, for the entry model that we usually use, we say we liquidated this low, price came, pushed lower. But again, if price came and mitigated the zone without pulling back, would have entered. But that invalidated the entry model that we usually use, the LC2A. Now, what we were having is we were looking to have a new pullback forming, or we use the LC1, where in that case we will have used this low is the liquidity, this low. Let me drag it to the left. So after price tapped into it, so where would have your entry been? Your entry should have been with this long candle. That will be entry, and your stop loss should be below the candle. Or 90. You now use your, but 16 pips to target this high here, because that is very not viable. So let's see what happened. The next candle. Yeah, and you are tagged in the next candle, you are tagged in. Let's see, do we have another re-entry? I don't think I have another entry.
Cuckoo,
So price you already tapped, but again this is a 1:6. I wouldn't be doing that, but let's see in the 3 minutes. Now 3 minutes is where you will have had this entry here, and you'll have been tagged. That will be now better because the sell it's here, so you put your like just protect your low. And let's see what do we have. what do we have? Now we have a new breakout structure. Remember, the reason we are saying protect your low is because of such occurrence, because we are at the beginning of the zone, and price is likely to go deeper into the zone. Now, after the mitigation, you will have been aggressive and say, I'm bearish. Let's put this one here. And I'm bearish. I have this price action. I have this low was taken out, but the fractal shifted bullish. Now, once the fractal shifted bullish, where would your entry be? You use this low to this high and say, if price comes back to your 60 zone, you'll long from here. You'll take a long going now. With this one, your SL should cover where your price is coming, but just a few pips. And then where is your target? The target is same with this one. Let's see what happens. What happened? Were we tagged? Nope, we were not tagged. So this is a miss. Now here, fractal shifted bullish. The internals shifted bullish, meaning we are now aligning the bullish price action, because remember in the 15 minutes we said we were bullish between this low to this high because this is the weak high. Let's make this 15 minutes weak high. The reason is weak high is because this is a strong low that led to a break of structure. Strong low led to this break of structure here and then pulled up here. This was the chalk here. This is a change of character, 15 minutes chalk. Yeah, so we can say that we aligned the bullish with the internals. Now we have a new POI here where you will be like you look for longs from this demand. That will be phase A. So let's see, what did we get? But again, remember, we also have this extreme POI here. With that extreme, there's a 15 minutes extreme demand. Now, let's see what's happening. We have a change of character. We mitigate that zone, and we have 15 minutes supply there, and 15 supply. Let's go back to the lower time frame and see what's happening. So here you'll be like after this this is demand, this is supply, sorry, this is supply. One low time frame supply, don't mind me when I call it 15 minutes demand. And this is a flip. This flipped this demand is a flip demand because it led to this flipping, and then we have a failed reaction here. This is a failed reaction. You may decide to like put your long from this zone, but remember this is now very risky because over 15 minutes POI below it. So if you're taking this long, I will advise like you at least cover a little bit of it, and then you're targeting the same. So these are 3 RR. Let's see. Remember you are missed on this also, but it's still valid until this high goes. Let's see what happens. And we were tagged in the second entry. Now, once this high goes, then that you'll be like you may be break even on this high goes. But already, like the moment, because you see, we already have break of structure here, meaning this high led to this low breaking. If price has to come back to these lows and break these lows, it means you are going to be taken out, because we have this a 1 minute swing low. I'll just write it one name, internal break of structure, but it's just indicating my lower time frame. Now that means if price has to come back and take us out, it means the setup is invalidated. We are reacting off from these 15 minutes supply. Let's see what we got. Remember, all the setups now are at break even. Now the 15 minutes was flipped again. Here, look what's happening. The same case that happened here. We had a failed reaction. Okay, so after this failed reaction, this is a failed reaction. 1 minute failed reaction. Now, which is the demand that led to this supply being flipped? It is this demand here. Price went and let's check in the 15 minutes. We have in the 15 minutes, this is the supply that led to this break of structure. This is the price that mitigated it, but for us to have these, this is a valid. Now, which is the valid break of structure? Sorry, not the valid break of structure, but the valid, this is a high, or the end of the supply. This is a demand that led to that supply failing. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So this is the demand that led to that, these. So these are flip. Let's see the lower time frame. What did we have? Okay. Now, in these 15 minutes, we have structures. We have this high led to this break of structure. We don't have any liquidity in the zone. So, but because it is so tight, you may decide to be aggressive and buy long from the beginning of it. Or what I will advise is, instead of using the whole zone, just use the Gantt chart and Gantt tool. Take the 25 or 50 zone, which is for 25, it shall be here. You put your entry there. Your stop loss should be below there, and your TP is here. Now, the reason I'm targeting these highs because I know I may target further. Like I may target further because I have this for demand here. Yeah, it's valid, but for me, the way price has been, the fact that I'm bearish here and I'm reacting off from a daily demand, a daily supply. That's why I'm very cautious about the longs. That's why, like, I don't want to like over target and then I'm missed out. So those are 4 trades in Monday, but definitely we will be trading this because it was Asia. And let's see what happens. This is not yet this one. Yeah, this closed at 4R. So on Monday you had a trade for RR. This was a miss. This entry should have been there. Stop loss. Yeah, this was a miss. I think we by a micro pip, but how many pips are this? 2.5. But remember, after every break of structure, put your entries to break even. Yeah, and let's see the 50. Let's go back. I wouldn't be trading past that because of the sessions. Let's document the trades again. Remember, these we took directly using the LC1 model. This LC1. This is Anis LTF risk entry. We had a flip. There's a continuation. This LTF risk entry also. This was how many RR? 4.5. Continuation, how many bases? 4, 6. And again we had this one. Let's see, but remember this is a break even. This we are already in the break even. Let's see what happened. We ranged and then I think it was a TP finally. Yeah, it went to take us that's a TP, full TP. This supply to demand flip, continuation LTF risk entry. The RR was 3. This is 2.6. If you use that, yeah. So on Monday you will have had taken how many trades? 1, 2, 3, 3. 1 miss. So that was on Monday. We skip price to around Tuesday, London open 7. There. Let's see. Wow. Now this is where we come to our charts. I think I should change these visibilities to current and below. Current and below. Very nice. Now let's go back to the 15 minutes because now we are in a new day. Again, what do we have? Now here you may argue that we are almost having these 15 minutes because we have another strong liquidation here and 15 minutes POI. So if this POI is mitigated, we shall be using the LC1 entry model. Again, we are bearish because we have this low that led to a break of structure. So there's a 15 minutes internal break of structure. Now, what is the expectation of price? We are expecting price to pull back because we have a break of structure. So we are expecting a pullback. This pullback, can it start from where it is? Yes, it's valid because remember we already mitigated this zone, so it's not used. but we have these LUICs. You may have like you may consider using the LUICs as your POIs. Yeah, they are, because again we have these 15 minutes. It's mitigated. It was mitigated here, but if you extend it to the right, that's where prices currently is. And I don't think there was any. Sometimes the orders, some orders, they are not all filled, and price may come back to react to it. But we have at the back of our minds, we know like we have these extreme POI. Now here, do we have any strong the zone that you may say led to a strong liquidation? Because yeah, we have this candle low, that candle, so that is a strong liquidation. Let's use the 3 minutes, 5 minutes liquidation and see if we have an entry model. First, you start. Do we have an LC2A? This mitigation. Do we have a strong? Yeah, we do. We have a strong liquidation above, but do we have an entry? Yeah, we do have an early entry, so we shall not use that. Now, what we can do here is we wait for price to shift bullish. Now, we have this demand supply. This supply led to this break of structure. So let's see what is price doing in the 3 minutes. Maybe we may have a clear structure. No, not clear, nothing. Let's see. Now, we already have a failed reaction. That's a 1 minute fair far. Do it shift bullish? By week, yes, but for me, I want to see a body close so that I may be convinced that I'm bullish. And as you can see, price came back. And now we do a not yet. And now we have a close. Now, you may decide to be aggressive and use a fib tool and indicate where. Now, let's see when we have a valid pullback or not. But remember, we have these small demand. This is an LTF demand. Do we have can we take longs from it? Yeah, we can because as much as we say like it led to it's valid, but we have this zone that led to the whole break of structures, but it was weak. So I will be very cautious about it, and I will not be forcing a trade there. I will be looking to take long from here because I already have these as my inducement. So I will take longs from this zone. The target my stop loss should be below it, below the protecting this low, because price may be decided. Because I have another zone here in this area again, other zone here. So instead of us, like you may miss. So instead of us being too cautious, protect that low. And let's see what happened. Let us see. For trading the lower time frame risk entry, this one that we lowered to this zone, as you can see, like you were tagged, but I said I wouldn't, because I refined it too much, I wouldn't be so much comfortable with it. Now we currently have a significant pullback, so you may decide to use the 61 rule, and as you can see, where is your 61? It's all the way here, the last POI. Here is where you may use discretion and be like, whichever comes first, it's okay. It's okay. But are you willing to like use this and miss, or are you willing to use this and use a bigger cell? First zone and bigger cell. Let us see what we got. And we were tagged at this zone. Now, I told you, once a high is taken out, you always put your trade to break even. Let's see what happens. And yeah, as you can see, that was, unless like if your broker has a zero spread, that's you'll be out if your broker doesn't have a zero spread account. But you can see it's a good way. It's a good move. It's a good move. It's a good move. Now, that's should we have targeted there, or was it? Let's check on the 15 minutes. Was it a valid target? We may say yes. We may say yes. It's a valid target. But remember, like, we have room to go high because we have these extremes above. We may pull back the EQ of this zone, and yeah, let's see. The EQ is around there, so let's copy price and see where will our maximum trade us. Already we have this was a LTF risk entry. TP was 4.24 RR. But let's see, did it get to the max where we are saying it's actually above here? Yeah, max will be 5. Let's see. Yeah. Now, here's where sometimes you'll be like, what if you decided to like target above? You see, you'll have been locked out. So use your RR wisely. Now, we have these extreme. Remember, we were saying we have an extreme POI, and we are willing to take longs from it. See on the 5 minutes what's saying. It's just a week to make the long option. Yeah. See, it's just I wouldn't be trading this. It's for us to see what will have, like, maybe happens, and your SL should be below this zone there. And you take this again. Trade do, it will have been a case study. Then So now you will have been tagged, and we expect price to go high. Let's see what happened. And for those who usually use an extremely tight stop loss, you'll have been out by this is very interesting, very interesting. So we'll have been stopped out. Sell. But it is what it is. Sometimes this happens. Let's see. Do we have a break of structure above here? And then we may be. Now it's the same case. This demand, this supply led to a break of structure to the downside. Now these are supply, an LTF supply. We have a failed reaction. The reaction is very key. Do we close above it? Do we close above the zone? Let's see. Let us see. Yes, we do. Now, where is your entry? Where will you like put your entry? I have this the whole of this zone. So let's see. The whole of this is a demand that flipped this supply. And remember, we said that we shall be using the gun. Is it whatever that one? And then you put your buys at 75 or 25 there. Target higher. But already you're in the EQ zone. So you may be having bearish price actions, but because you are bullish in the long run, you may be count and maybe target extremes. Let's see what happens. And we finally, TP was hit. So this is a miss. We shall just extend this way and indicate there. Well, that I would have taken. That's a miss. Now, again, we shall document that. Now, remember, you see, with this one, we'll have taken you to the maximum of that's 13 RR. I don't think that's viable, but it's doable provided you don't use. Now, if you have a big RR, then the risk bigger, like risk put your be safe, put yourself safe, because there's no need of you having 13 RR and then you end up having a stop loss of a micro pip, but or the spread by the broker. With this one, if you are like targeting extremely high, you see the effects again. Maybe you will have used a bigger stop loss by maybe there and push higher or whatever, but your 4RR is okay. Your 4RR was okay because this was the TP, your 4.2, like whatever, that was okay. I would personally have closed the day there, 3 trades, that's okay. You now have a new structure to the upside. We have a break of structure. Now, here's where you say the 15 minutes aligned itself to be bullish. But now we are reacting from a 15 minutes POI, 4 hours, sorry, POI. Now, what should we be doing? And we mitigated the 4 POI. We have the 15 minutes, sorry, this is 15 minutes supply. Never had, we may use this as the liquidity. And let's see, let's check on the lower time frame for an entry. We have a strong liquidation, we have a change of character around there. So if we have this chalk, yes, take it out, and we have the extremes. Like we have the long wick. We also have this demand supply. Sorry. So like you may be aggressive here and take your shots because this is a liquidity sweep. This is a liquidity sweep in the 15 minutes POI. So you may like trade that and target the EQ of this pullback again. So let's see what happened. And again, sell. Very nice. This was a late New York PM session. This was an SL. Okay, very nice. But ended up hitting. Do we hit the TP? Yes, we did. And again, we shifted bearish. We shifted bearish. Now, after we had this break of structure, like we aggressively pushed low, we just go back to the 15 minutes and see what's happening. And the 15 minutes, we don't have a body close. It's just a liquidation. And we usually say if we fail to liquidate a low, to break below a low, we likely to come back and take out that high. So what is this time? We shall just keep to the London again because that's what you trade. And yeah, and we wait and see. There we are. Now we see gold has been forming. It gave a fake break, meaning bearish, pulled back, and then came back. We shifted bearish. We have a pullback. Do we pull back to the EQ yet? I don't think so. To this low. Yeah, we have not mitigated the 15 minutes POI. So we still have room to like push high maybe. And maybe sell from we have two POIs. We have this one. You may sell from here. It's a 15 minutes supply. Or sell from the extreme. Sell from the extreme. The reason I will be shorting from here is because let's delete this one. The reason I will be selling from this point is because it's in the EQ. So let's see. Are we already in the London session? So my bias is basically to short. I wouldn't be looking for longs. And yeah, that happened without me. Yo, why are you running? That happened. Again, we bearish. Where did we have that change? It is here. We have supply here. So again, I'll be looking to short from here. The 15 minutes supply. This is again Wednesday. This is Wednesday, yeah. And this is a liquidation of a strong low. Remember, these are the swing low. This has been the swing low because we have been having consistent bullish price action. Now, we shifted bullish in the internals because we had this swing, this fractal break of structure and a high. This high led to this break of structure. But remember, we have a failed supply. With the demand that led to that supply failing, it is that demand. Now, you may put your long from there, target these extreme, is 3RR. That's if you are using the 15 minutes. Let's see in the lower time frame. Do we have an entry model in the lower time frame? I have a strong liquidation, so I will be waiting for this low to go, and then I look for longs. Let us see. Did we have it? We don't. Now, if you follow price, the internal fractals, we have these breakup structure here. So we have these demand, and you'll be looking to long from it. So yep, you'll be looking to long from that zone. Let us see. And you'll be stopped out on both your trades. So on Wednesday, you'll be having a loss. So that's a 2% down. I don't think you'll be trading. You'll be on a sell. This one is sell there. Yeah, 2 SLs, you call it a day. And actually, as you can see, I will do this because luckily I wouldn't use it. Of the way price dimming session, like session. So we like it there. We go to Thursday. Still it's valid because of liquidation of this loss. Let's skip to Thursday's price action. Yeah, yeah, and see what's happening. On Thursday, we have a different price action. Remember, like we shifted bullish, the swing shifted bullish. Did we pull back to the EQ of this range? Yes, we did. So we were valid longs. We reacted off from this buy to sell or sell to buy. That's the 15 minutes demand. You remember we already did the supply and demand. So yep. We kinda had what is it called? Pull back to the EQ. Now what we are looking for is this supply to be flipped and maybe go long. But let's check on the lower time frame. Do you have any valid entry model? We have that. We have a shift there. Let's see. This will have been your entry. Reason being, I wouldn't be taking long from here, and unless I was taking a long from here, only to target these high, these lows and these highs, because we are reacting off and an EQ, and where our target is. Remember, we are targeting all the way up to these zones. So we're getting these zones here. So let's see. Let's see. That was a miss. I wouldn't follow any. I remember this was a miss. This was a miss. I remember it. A miss. that ended up having a 7.2 pips, 7 RR. Yeah, so that was it on Thursday.